The West Riding of Yorkshire is one of the three historic subdivisions of Yorkshire, England. From 1889 to 1974, the administrative county of York, West Riding, was based closely on the historic boundaries. The lieutenancy at that time included the City of York and as such was named West Riding of the County of York and the County of the City of York. Its boundaries roughly correspond to the present ceremonial counties of West Yorkshire, South Yorkshire and the Craven, Harrogate and Selby districts of North Yorkshire, along with smaller parts in Lancashire, Cumbria, Greater Manchester and, since 1996, the unitary East Riding of Yorkshire. Geography. The West Riding encompasses 1,771,562 acres from Sheffield in the south to Sedbergh in the north and from Dunsop Bridge in the west to Adlingfleet in the east. Unlike most English counties that were divided into hundreds, Yorkshire, being so large, was divided first into Thrithjunga, which were called the Three Ridings, and, later, the City of York. Each riding was then divided into wapentakes, a division comparable to the hundreds of southern England and the wards of England's four northernmost historic counties. The wapentakes of the West Riding were Agbrigg and Morley, Barkston Ash, Ecross Claro, Osgold Cross, Skyrag, Stamecliffe, Staincross, Strafford and Tick Hill. The Southern Industrial District, considered in the broadest application of the term, extended northward from Sheffield to Skipton and eastward from Sheffield to Doncaster, covering less than one half of the riding. Within this district were Barnsley, Batley, Bradford, Bridgehouse, Dewsbury, Doncaster, Halifax, Huddersfield, Keighley, Leeds, Morley, Ossett, Pontefract, Pudsey, Rotherham, Sheffield, Todmorden and Wakefield. Major centres elsewhere in the riding included Harrogate and Ripon. Within the industrial region, other urban districts included Bingley, Bolton-on-Dearne, Castleford, Cleckheaton, Elland, Featherstone, Handsworth, Hoyland Nether, Liversedge, Mexborough, Mirfield, Normanton, Rawmarsh, Rothwell, Saddleworth, Shipley, Skipton, Sowerby Bridge, Stanley, Swinton, Thornhill, Drowath-upon-Dearne, Wormwell and Worsborough. Outside the industrial region were Goole, Ilkley, Knaresborough and Selby. The West Riding also contained a large rural area to the north including part of the Yorkshire Dales National Park. Modern history. The administrative county was formed in 1889 by the Local Government Act 1888, and covered the historic West Riding except for the larger urban areas, which were county boroughs with the powers of both a municipal borough and a county council. Initially there were 5 in number: Bradford, Leeds, Huddersfield, Halifax, and Sheffield. The City of York was included in the county for census and lieutenancy purposes. The number of county boroughs increased over the years. Rotherham gained this status in 1902, Barnsley and Dewsbury in 1913, Wakefield in 1915 and Doncaster in 1927. The boundaries of existing county boroughs were also widened. Beginning in 1898, the West Riding County Council was based at the County Hall in Wakefield, which was inherited by the West Yorkshire County Council in 1974. The Local Government Act 1888 included the entirety of Todmorden with the West Riding administrative county, and also in its lieutenancy area. Other boundary changes in the county included the expansion of the county borough of Sheffield southward in areas historically in Derbyshire such as Door. Fingerposts erected in the West Riding until the mid-1960s had a distinctive style. At the top of the post was a roundel in the form of a hollow circle with a horizontal line across the middle, displaying York's W.R., the name of the fingerpost's location, and a grid reference. Other counties, apart from Dorset, did not display a grid reference and did not have a horizontal bar through the roundel. From 1964 1994, many finger posts were replaced by ones in the modern style, but some of the old style still survive within the West Riding boundaries. By 1971, 1,924,853 people lived in the administrative county, against 1,860,435 in the 10 county boroughs. Ancient divisions. Unlike most counties in England, which historically were divided into hundreds, Yorkshire was first divided into thridings, meaning thirds, which were the 3 historical ridings of Yorkshire, and then into wapentakes. Wapentakes within the West Riding of Yorkshire. There were 10 wapentakes in total, 4 of which were split into 2 divisions. Those were Claro, Skyrag, Strafford and Tickhill and Stamecliffe. The wapentake of Agbrigg and Morley was created with 2 divisions, but was later split into 2 separate wapentakes. A wapentake known as the Ainsty to the west of York was until the 15th century a wapentake of the West Riding, but since then has come under the jurisdiction of the City of York. Current usage. The term West Riding is still used in the names of the following clubs and organisations: 33rd Foot, 1st Yorkshire West Riding Regiment, a reenactment group based in Halifax who depict this regiment during the Napoleonic Wars. 49 Signal Squadron, a squadron of 34 Signal Regiment based at Carlton Barracks in Leeds. 51st Light Infantry, a reenactment group based in the West Midlands who depict this regiment during the Napoleonic Wars. 106 Field Squadron, a squadron of 72 Engineer Regiment based in Greenhill, Sheffield and Manningham Lane, Bradford. 269 Battery Royal Artillery, US Surveillance and Target Acquisition Battery of 101 Regiment Royal Artillery based at Carlton Barracks in Leeds. 609 Squadron RAF, a Royal Auxiliary Air Force squadron based at RAF Leeming. Duke of Wellington's Regiment Regimental Museum. West Riding Cat Rescue, Leeds. West Riding Cricket League. Provincial Grand Lodge of Yorkshire. West Riding, a province in Freemasonry. West Riding County Amateur Football League. West Riding County Football Association. West Riding Girls Football League. West Riding Opera. West Riding Organics, manufacturers of Soil Association certified peat-free organic composts and fertilizers. West Riding Ramblers Association. West Riding Sailing Club.